everybody! How are you doing? Rise and shine. It is Sunday morning actually, and it is Easter period. So for those of you who are celebrating Easter holidays, I wish you a happy Easter. And for those of you who are not, who are just enjoying just a holiday period, a downtime, enjoy it, relax, catch up. In fact, here in Nairobi, it has been raining. It's been really nice. Last night it rained like crazy. We had a very nice time yesterday with my black African. Oh, she actually told me that I have to call her African American, not black American. We had a great time with my African American friend, and I'm going to show you things that we did together. But this morning, first, we're having breakfast. So I just made an egg actually with some chipolatas. You know what chipolatas are? These little sausages. I don't know whether you guys remember. If you're Kenyan, you would know what they are. In the UK, I guess they're pretty common. Little sausages, they're called chipolatas. So I just cut them up into tiny pieces, and then I just made an egg and I kind of like fold it up together. So I'm gonna have that, and then I'm gonna have it with what we call doma. Okay, there are very few of them anyway. Let me put a few of them up here. Basically, it's a root vegetable. This is it right here. This is the vegetable. It's called doma. So I'm actually going to just like slice it, peel it down, and then put it on a pan with maybe a little, just to dry it up so that it's more like crisp. It's kind of like, I like them when they're kind of firm. They're very nice. Instead of eating bread, you can eat doma. Arrowroot. In other countries, they call them taro. But this one is the purple type. Taro is kind of more whitish. I had it when I was in the Solomon Islands, by the way, you guys. I've traveled quite a bit, as you know. I've also eaten taro, I think, in the UK. Kind of tastes similar. But we should start eating these powerful root vegetables. They are very important. If you feel like you don't have energy, this thing. These are the secrets to our survival. Root vegetables, very good stuff. You boil it, and you can boil it with the skin, yeah? And then you cut it up in slices, and then you can cook it with ghee. Try to use this stuff, guys. Use this. Yeah, use this. It's better for your health. Ghee. It's yellow on the inside if you see it. Yeah, just use a bit. You can shallow fry with ghee. Get used to it. Instead of using all these other kinds of bad oils, use things like ghee and butter. Oops. That heat is too high. Yeah. My pan is smoking. Bad chef. It's morning time, but I'm having doma. What do you guys eat for breakfast? What's your favorite breakfast meal? I realize I talk a lot, but I don't ask you enough questions. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for supporting me in my channel. And thank you for responding. Thank you for doing the honors of thumbs upping. And I think now you should see my face, I think. Yeah, but that's just them. Yeah. They look like that because they're a bit purple. When they're purple like that, it means they're really good. They're sweet and tasty. Can you hear them making a noise? Because they're dry. Yeah. That's my breakfast. Yeah. Let's go have breakfast. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but anyway. I discovered something, guys. A sugar shaker. Yeah? See, we have salt shakers. Many Kenyans don't know this, but I know just to introduce you people. Sometimes you see these things in the shop, you don't know what they're for. Salt shaker, sugar shaker, right? So it helps you to kind of measure how much. You don't need a teaspoon once you have this. You just, just pour it in like that. Today, I feel like having sugar in my tea. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. I don't know why it's... Yeah, there you go. Just dunk it. Those are like about... it's about a teaspoon and a half. During the holidays is when we, as YouTube creators, take advantage of you people because we know we have your full and undivided attention. It's so bright this morning. Yeah, it's beautiful outside. Very nice outside. Very nice. Very, very nice. But you have to be careful where you buy them, you guys, because sometimes they can be overripe or they can be rotten because they're not being sold for. Manageable. Yeah, let's eat together. So this morning I'm trying to think of a topic. You know, one of the things I do, I tend to carry my camera around a lot. So if you see me, yeah, you guys, if you're hanging around me, be careful because I might take a picture or a video. I'm waiting for the day that I get sued by one of my friends or someone. But where did I get this interest from? My mom, she loves being on the camera. She loves attention. I think I also like attention. Has anybody ever woken up early and then feel very exhausted? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit drained, a bit tired. You know why? Because I have so much on my plate, guys. You know, it's a lot of work, eh? Kazi ni mingi. Karibuni chai, karibuni chai. That means welcome to tea. This morning, I'm just going to talk to you today about what we did yesterday, basically. As I had my arrowroot and egg and breakfast. Hope you don't mind me eating. Let's eat together. Let's be real, you know. Nothing like a cup of tangawizi tea. You know, I always make my tea with ginger. Ginger, just put some powdered ginger in milk, boil it, add tea leaves, add milk, let it boil together. Ginger is a very potent herbal, very potent root. Ginger is a root, actually. It's called ginger root. It's a very potent thing. It's very, very important for the body. Now, I'm wondering whether you can hear me. I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to use a microphone. I think it would help to use a microphone, but the problem is I worry about the sound quality sometimes with microphones because sometimes they let me down, you guys. So anyway, let me just not use the microphone. You guys just make it louder on your unit, please, kindly, if you can't hear me. Yesterday, in the morning, I was busy, doing my regular jobs here. And then I made an appointment for my friend to go and see a hairdresser. This is a lady, you know, there are different hairdressers for different things. So you know my hairdresser, Anita. Anita is very good, fabulous. I also have other hairdressers. There was another hairdresser called Mary, and she has her team as well, and she's not far from me. Anita is a little bit further out in Gong. Mary is here on Gong Road, near St. Francis Church. Like you're dying. I can leave, Mary.
Yeah, she's working.
Oh, she's working. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, what you guys want to say about Mary's salon?
Please come see us. They do a great job.
Yeah, it takes an American to advertise you. Okay, fabulous. They're on Karen Road, off Gong Road. Come and do your hair. It was really nice to see the ladies again. It's been a long time since I've seen them because I'm usually free on Sundays, and you know, that's when I either go. Usually I go to do my shopping on Saturdays or Sundays. Then after that, we drove over to Jane's place, where I usually go and collect fresh drinking water. Jane operates a children's rescue center or children's care center. It's called St. Paul's Children's Care Center. She has like about 30 kids, 25 to 30 kids. And she has been doing this work since she was 17 years old. And I did an interview with Jane on my channel, if you can find it. I'll try to see how to link it or put it maybe in my description. And you get to know about Jane. Jane was my classmate in high school. And she literally left high school and went straight into looking after destitute children. Jane has always had a beautiful heart, even when she was in high school. And I'm not praising her because of this vlog. but she has always had that heart. But she's also very active, and she was a games captain. I remember something that I used to try to run away from. Games, except for swimming, But she was all round games captain. And because of her energy, I guess, she went at 17 years old. She took a bunch of street children who were living on the streets, mostly boys, and she took them to her mother's rural home. In those days, it was very rural, this sides of Bul and Bulbul. And then she took them to her mother's house, just a semi-permanent structure with 6 boys from the streets. Can you imagine at 17 years old? So one day, they found the police. The police came by, and they took them all in a Land Rover into the police station. And they were so scared because she was only 17. And they said, "Where's your mother? What do you do with all these boys? Yeah? What do you do with all these children? Who are you? You're also a child, So they were all sitting there, all the kids, about 6 or 7 of them, and Jane herself. And then Jane had to call the mom. And there was also some sponsors, I think, that they had. I think something like that. So she thought that she was in real bad trouble. Well, there's a group of government officials in those days. When she was 17, that was over 30 years ago, over 40 years ago, yeah? It was a long time ago. Well, maybe 30-something years ago. Was she 30-something years ago? Yeah, let me not reveal her age. It's our age anyway. So what they did is that they said, "Who told you to put these children in this place? Who told you to get children and bring them here, all the way from Nairobi, out here to Bulbul and Bulbul?" Says, "Oh no, they were homeless, and I wanted to give them a better life. And my mom said, it's okay, we can use our house here, and we're all living together." Oh my God. So the guy said, "Oh, do you know that when these boys, when they grow up, one day they're going to be interested? I mean, when these children grow up, do you know that one day, yeah, they could give you problems because they're boys, and this is your mother's land." Things we don't think about, yeah? You just want to help people, but you don't think about the consequences in future of your potential help. Difficult to eat and talk at the same time. So, apparently, the way Jane told me, I don't know, several different government officers were called into the room. I think including the chief, area chief, a surveyor. And then they went out into the field. And they said, and they took Jane out and her boys out into some field. You know, those days there was even wild animals in that area. And then what they did, they just took a government land and measured part of the government land. A few acres of the government land. And then Jane was told, from now on, this is your piece of land for the children's home. Whoever your sponsors are, tell them to build here, and you guys should move here. And this is how it started. And now Jane has a full facility because of her dream, and her mother also helped. Her mother actually helped her to fulfill her dream. So Jane actually, they raised funds, and they have a lot of sponsors now. Not a lot, they have very, very dedicated sponsors. A lot of Asians are also sponsoring them. You know, one of the things I love about the Asian community is their giving, their gift giving, and they're very altruistic and human, you know. And so they always think about giving. And this is the reason I believe that their businesses are so successful, because they always remember to give to the poor. Very important. Because even in their own countries, they feed the poor. They actually give them free food. Yeah. Something that I think we are kind of lacking. But Jane, with her beautiful heart, you know, and so, you know, so they started the children's home, and now they're actually buildings there. There is solar power. There is a 300-meter borehole, a water purification system. All of these are donations from the community. And so I went over yesterday, and the reason why I'm telling you this is telling you why I get water there. So actually, one of the ways that they raise money is that they sell water to the community. They have a borehole, and fortunately in that area, there's a lot of water, quite a bit of water. And so the quality of her water is very, very, very good. So I just go down there and we fill in, you know, 10, 20 liter things. Because by the way, everything is operated. She says, "Maureen, just come here. Everything is free. Come and get some water." So what we do, we have a bartering system. so that maybe I exchange some, I get some water and I exchange it. I give her maybe something else, maybe wood or something like that, whatever wood chippings we have. Like we have so many trees here. So when the trees shed their branches, put everything together and tell her to come and get a lorry and go off, and because they need it for cooking. So I mean, it's wonderful. It's wonderful to have such a wonderful friend like Jane, because we relate like sisters, more than sisters. And the way we met, again, like we're talking, the way we met was at a school reunion last year. And I met up with quite a few of my ex-Musangari, Loretta Musangari girls. And one of the things that was indoctrinated or inculcated in us in Musangari, which is where some of you guys are watching me, such as Grace here, is that one of the things that they like to use the word inculcated. One of the things that they made us do was to contribute to the poor. Mji wa huruma. Mji is a village. Huruma means have mercy, like a village of mercy, something like that, yeah? Mji wa huruma, it was literally like a slum area. So we used to donate clothes, and I remember crocheting or knitting. I think I remember knitting an outfit for a child. So those are the kinds of things that we did in high school. And so with Jane, she continued it. I have so many good things to say about Jane. She has helped over 2,000 children in her lifetime, you guys. How many kids have you guys helped? Jane has supported 2,000 kids, and she still has them there. So anyway, long story short, we went over to collect water, and Ruthie, my friend, African-American friend, got a tour of the buildings, of the rooms and stuff. They keep the place so clean and so neat. Good job. Good job, Ginny. Good job. Like I told you, my friend never keep their names because Jane is Ginny. Ruth's son and my son in the US were best friends. Her son's name is Ibo and my son is TJ. They were best friends at the age of 4. Yeah. So Ruth and I, of course, how parents become friends because the children are friends, is like that. So we had a lot to catch up on. So she came over, and guess what? She bonded with my mom like crazy. I'm telling you, my mom and her were busy dancing to Harry Belafonte, Miriam Makeba, who else? And this other guy, this guy who sang, Don't Worry, Be Happy. There's a little song I wrote, might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry, be happy. Unfortunately, all those guys, by the way, are gone. Because my mom loves old music. She loves it. And apparently, Ruthie loves music too. She tells me she has a really big music collection. So guess what they were doing yesterday in the night? When I'm so tired, I'm just looking at the two of them. They were dancing. She and my mom. Dancing and dancing and dancing. But Ruth realized she couldn't keep up with my mom. My mom has energy for days. She wakes up in the morning and she commands people to start dancing. My mom, God bless her, her energy. I love the energy that's in her because she's over 80 years old and not well and still dances. And she can dance. She can stand over there and dance for you. My mom loves to dance. She loves it. It's just great. That's good. So she was happy. Then after that, we decided we're going to go shopping. But there's some things I didn't do because usually I'm supposed to go shopping on a Friday. So I said to Ruthie, come on, man, let's go do some shopping because we spent the whole day out and I didn't actually buy the stuff that we need for the house. But it started raining like crazy. When we got to the shop, it was closed. Because obviously it's a public holiday. I didn't realize that they keep different hours on public holidays, really. Well, so after that, we decided to pass by Karen Hospital and sit down and chat. I was showing her around because she's a medic. She has a medical background. I took her to Karen Hospital. And we went in there and I was hoping to meet somebody. But I wanted her just to see, the way that we run our hospitals and what it looks like inside. Unfortunately, there were not many people because it was a public holiday. But it was raining so hard, we decided, let's sit down and talk. Let me tell you, we sat down and we talked. I think we talked for more than an hour. We didn't record that because it was inside the hospital, but one of the things that we were discussing was she has lost her mom, I've lost my dad, and it was time, to sit and look at each other in the eye and say, how are you doing? Since you lost your parent, what was it like to lose them? What did you go through? I tell you, both of us were breaking down, man. It was hard. It was really hard. But it was very important because, sometimes it takes a really, really good friend to understand you, to understand where you're coming from. And then the journey, because it's been so many years, over 20 years since I saw her, trying to catch up and, find out what has life served you so far, because life can be tough. Life throws us curveballs, and we don't expect to go through life without challenges and without pain. And I remember when I lost my daughter in 2010, my dad did not come to the funeral home. He couldn't. He dropped my mom there and he walked away. And I remember him telling my mom told me that he told her, everybody will have to go through suffering, and I can't protect my daughter from this. And my dad felt so powerless. And it's actually true, because you see, we are powerless when it comes to losing a parent. And there's sometimes nothing else you could have done. No matter what you tried to do for your parent or for your loved one, whoever it was, you always look back and you think, maybe if I handled this in this way, maybe if people didn't do this. And so you get angry with some of the people who are around that person. Or maybe you think that maybe things could have worked out better if only this, benefits of hindsight. At the same time, you realize that what you did was enough, especially if you tried to be there. What you did was enough. So anyway, Jane told me to try to keep my videos short, so I'm going to do that today. I hope it's going to be shorter than 20 minutes, shorter than half an hour. And she told me that 9-minute videos are good because they're straight to the point, short and straight to the point. This one is not a short and straight to the point video, but I'll try and do more of them anyway. So what are our plans? Our plans are to still spend time together. Ruthie is interested in potential investment in the country. There's a lot of African Americans coming into the country, and they're interested in potentially remaining within the country. And therefore, I want to be of help to my friend and to anybody else who wants to relocate and stay in this country. I'm more than happy to link you up with people who are not going to defraud you. Even Kenyans who are returning and want to, get in touch. Maybe this is something that I can look into for the future. Change my whole career and start becoming that person who, supports people who are trying to return, because I'm one of those who returned. I returned many, many years ago. And now people want to come back. So why not be of help? Yeah, guys? So anyway, I don't want to drag this too long. I just wanted to tell you what we did yesterday. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a lazy morning. Thank you. I like spending time with you. I appreciate it. I think it's sunny outside today, so I'm looking forward. I have to go check on mother. And then from there, continue with the day. So now I'm going to have to go shopping. Yeah, this morning. Because we didn't do it at all, did we? Huh? Thank you for your time, guys. Bye-bye. Doos. Yeah, there goes my friend.
Your phone, the one whenever you roll it to the top. All the way up to